Hey everybody, it's Craig Victor here from HowToPlayTheGuitarHQ.com, and today we're going to have a first look and an unboxing of the brand new Eddie Van Halen EVH 5153 50-watt mini head. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Power cord. And here we go. It's an Ivory 5153. Let me just get this box out of the way. I'll flip it around. And there you go. Let's zoom in and have a closer look at this. Now here's a closer look at the front of the head. Now what they've done that's different with the 50 watt, instead of the 3 different channel settings, they've combined channels 1 and 2 with the same tone stack, so you lose a couple of preamp tubes. So channel 1, the clean channel, and channel 2, the blue channel, are both right here, and they have a presence control, which all 3 channels share. Now I just tried this basically at the music store, and it sounds great. I know a lot of people are saying, well, isn't there going to be a volume jump when you go from clean to distorted rhythm? And yes, a little bit, but it sounds really good, and I'm going to demonstrate it in a second. And just channel 2 is just pure EVH. It sounds awesome. And there's a resonance control on the back of this head. So I'm going to flip it around so you can see that. Okay, let's have a quick look at the back of the head. Now on the back here, there's a resonance control, and that's for all 3 channels. You've got your speakers out. You've got an impedance switch for 8 or 16 ohm. Your preamp out. Your effects send and return. Your foot switch, MIDI. Also, there's a headphone jack. I haven't tried that out yet. And then, of course, you've got your power on, your standby, and then your plug. So that's the back of the amp. And these come with stock JJ tubes. I can see 2 606s right here that say JJ on them. I can see 1 preamp tube that's not covered up. And that's a look at that. So let's really have a listen, because I know that's what everybody wants to hear. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. It's got a 4-position foot switch. So I haven't taken it out of the box yet. Here's the cable for it. And here's the switch right here. And we'll slide it out and have a good look at it. Now you can see here, we've got channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, and then you can even turn your effects loop off, which is great. If you don't want to use the effects and you find that the effects loop affects your overall tone, you can turn off your effects loop and only use it when you want to use it, which is great. So anyway, let's get to the sound test of the 5150. All right, I know you've been waiting to hear it, so let's listen to it. We're going to start off with channel 1, the clean channel. Then we're going to go to channel 2, that's the rhythm channel, and then channel 3. Now, I haven't really thought about what I'm going to play. I'm just going to go through some EVH licks. I'm using my Music Man Axis, which was the early EVH model. I'm using the EVH 5153 50-watt head, and I've got it mic'd with an SM57 right just sort of off the cone, and I'm using a Mesa Boogie 212 rectifier cabinet with vintage 30s. So they sound a little bit different than the EVH model speakers, but I think you'll get a good idea of what they sound like. So anyway, I think in the effects loop, I might kick in a little bit of the Black Label chorus on the clean sound just so you can hear how that sounds. So anyway, let's just start playing. So this is the clean channel with no effects. The effects loop is off. Put a little chorus on that. So the clean channel sounds nice. Now all you got to do is jump on number 2, and they share the same tones, but I find if you set it up for a good rhythm sound, they both sound pretty good. A lot of people are probably concerned there is a bit of a volume jump, but you really want to go from a kind of a clean to a heavy distortion anyway and sound a little bit louder, so it sounds pretty cool. So let's go through some EVH riffs now. Now I've got that gain on about 4. It's pretty distorted. I don't know if this really captures it, but it sounds amazing in the room. So I'm going to put it up to about halfway, so the gain's about halfway. I've got my lows at 7, my mids at 5, my highs at 5, presence is at 5, and there's a resonance switch on the back now that's also on 5. So we'll go through those riffs a little bit, and then I'll hit channel 3 and I'll do the solo to You Really Got Me. I'll kick on some phaser, and we'll check it out. So we got a little bit more gain now in the rhythm channel. Let's try. Now we're going to go to the lead channel and we'll do a solo from You Really Got Me. Anyway, kind of sloppy lead playing. The neck pickup, I'll give you how that. Now that gain is also really just on 4 on the lead channel. So we'll put it up to about 5, halfway. And I've got similar settings, 7 on low, mids on 6, highs on 5, presence on 5. Let's check that out again. So that's my run through of the 5153. It sounds awesome, it sounds great in the room. I hope this is captured properly. I'm running the audio into Pro Tools, so it's not the camera mic that you're hearing. It's Pro Tools with an SM57 right on the cab. So I think it sounds great. I think you should go check it out. I think a lot of people are worried that it's made in Vietnam, and you know, a lot of Apple products are made in China and they're great products. So I don't think that's really a factor. I think it's really about the tone, and I think this really captures EVH's tone. Now I haven't compared this to the larger head, but this comes in at about $999, so really it's in a lot of people's price range. So I think it's a great head for the money, and you should check it out. And if you click on the link below this video, it'll take you right to Amazon.com where you can find it, and I believe it's $9.99. So it's a great head, and if you're an Eddie Van Halen fan, I really think you should check it out. So I'll see you in the next video. It's Craig Becht again from HowToPlayTheGuitarHQ.com, and I'll see you in the next video.